tonight we are staying in Golders Green, but before that we're going to try and do something, make up for last week. Let's try and get out and about. It's pretty cold, but whatever, let's take it on. Cool, monument. We are going to try and follow an illuminated river trail. I think London Bridge will be the first one. So what we'll do is we'll walk down the Southbank until we get to Lambeth. I thought it'd be nice to embrace the darkness and try and see what they've done. But first of all, I've never seen Monument, so let's have a look at it in the dark. We'll do our best. If you want to read it, pause it. Let's go up. So what's cool about Monument, and I've only learned this recently, is that, see this door? You can actually pay to go inside. And so you can go all the way up to the top and have a view out over London. So I'm hoping that when I turn the corner here to the right, we should be seeing our first bridge. Yeah, this is the first one. This is London Bridge. I gave you the bonus one, which was Tower Bridge, but this is the first one. As a behind the scenes, these are the lights, and they bounce and illuminate off the other side too. So they looks like it's in a rotation. It's been purple, it's been pink, it's been yellow. There you go, see, they've turned yellow. This is the Cannon Street Railway Bridge. Some movement in colour from left to right. See it coming up here now. Follow that light. And away. That's the happiest bin I ever saw. Southbank Bridge. It's not as bright as some of the others, but again you can see the intent. I'm all about the reflections. So this is the Millennium Bridge. Leads you over to St. Paul's on the one side, and then the Tate. Oh, can you even see it? The Tate behind me. So this is a lot more subtle. It seems like solid white light, and then when you get to the centre there, you can see it moving along this journey from left to right, crossing the Thames willy-nilly. You can actually see it really well in reflection. I think you can see it better in reflection. Like a moth, I am drawn to the neon. Hopefully this means there's maybe a neon exhibition in here. If there is, and if it's free, is it a shop? Well, colour me intrigued. Oh, that's bright. That's bright. Can you even... I don't even think they can do justice. So this is Blackfriars Bridge. It goes on a little bit further too, just can't quite see. Like I said, I'm a sucker for neon. So this is Waterloo Bridge, and just like the last one, just like Blackfriars, this is the artist who illuminated this is called Leo Villarreal. I think he's a New York based artist. I don't know if you can see it, whereas this is the only bridge, I think so far, whereas obviously you can kind of see underneath, but this is the only one that has a trimming almost going along the top, a line running along the top which is changing colour from purple to pink to yellow. This is the Golden Jubilee Bridge, and it's flickering. I'm not sure, can you see it? Oh, I'm not sure, I'm never sure with this camera. I know the quality's dipped considerably, but you can see this blinking. You might not know what that building is, but it looks a lot like Shrek. Imagine that. Shrek's Adventure. Yeah, sure, it's a bit green. They need to talk to those guys about advertising. They got the right idea. And then, oh look, it's not even fully green all the time, it's now blue. That's when you're too close to the London Eye. But you can make it look like a roller coaster. Well, sort of. So this is Westminster Bridge. You got Big Ben there, you got the Houses of Parliament in the background. And I want you to note that the colour under the bridge is green. Sure, this looks safe. What can go wrong? Being brave, being brave. Wall of Hearts. All the way down as far as I can see. Ah, okay. So this has become the National COVID Wall. So it's a memorial to all those that have died of COVID, and when you think about it, holy shit. That's a lot of people. That is a hell of a lot of people. It's actually, this is coming from somebody as cold-hearted as me, it's actually quite moving. I went to the Tower of London when they put all the poppies out. The only other time was going to New York, a couple of years after 9/11, and seeing the walls of missing people and people that had been lost. But yeah, it's still going. Yeah, there's people. I'll stop recording in a second, but I can see people further down adding to the wall. So I'm not going to film as I go past them, I'll give them their privacy. Seeing, you know, brother, sister, mother, father, nanny, you know, grandpa. I think if I saw the word grand, she might have got me. But still a lot of names. Anyway, we're coming up to, it's done me a bit. Coming up to the last bridge. So this is the Lambeth Bridge. I was under the impression that the lighting was going to be red, but it looks kind of purpley blue. And the reason I was under the impression it was going to be red is, if you recall, on the last bridge, on Westminster Bridge, I said green. Remember the green. So bridge fact. So yeah, this was supposed to be red to match those leather seats that you find in the House of Lords, whereas the Westminster Bridge was green to match the seats in the House of Commons. And that was my bridge fact. So that's all the bridges. How many was that? 6, 7, 8? I'm not sure. It's time for me to cross this bridge and wander back the way I came a little bit, get to Embankment, jump on a Northern Line tube and find my way up to Golders Green, where the hotel is. So it's another Knox hotel. I'm looking forward to it. And the Knox hotel, if you remember, was decent, apart from that stupid bug crawling across the bed. Let's jump on a tube. There you go. A lot smaller than the last one. Right. Feels spacious. Nice see-through table. That's a pretty big bed. Lots of pillows. Stony. Oh, what's this? Well, that's quite nice. TV looks okay. If you have a look out the window. So I'm on the ground floor again. Seems to be a recurring thing. This reveal. It's an espresso again. Another Nespresso, what a world. Ironing board. Iron. Safe. Hairdryer. Big fridge. A hob. If we got mugs. Oh, there's no kettle. But there's a tea. There must be a kettle. Here's the kettle. And a toaster. Holy hell. I've often joked about the complimentary stuff. Complimentary milk. And some ice cubes. That thing's a better size, isn't it? Hey, holy shit. Tony's art review. Obviously St. Paul's from the Millennium Bridge. Somebody's just been to the Tate. I like the fire in the sky. I like the colours. I don't mind it. Wouldn't buy it. Wouldn't display it in my home. But for a hotel, that's not bad. It's freaking miles away. But it's not really relevant to the area. But not as good as last week's breakfast, but it's a lot cheaper and it's still food. Morning after the first night, and yeah, this is fine. We've stayed in an Ox before. This is probably the most spacious room I've had. So if I really wanted to, I could do press-ups or sit-ups or yoga and stuff if I wanted to. It's a good old space. It's so funny, you know, I get up at 4:30 when I come to London, and this time around I didn't manage to sleep on the bus. So you would think I'd be knackered, but I don't think I got to sleep until like 12:30. Just lying there, just trying to drop off. So as far as the morning bed test goes, it's quite comfy. It bounces. This I'm giving it. Last week's in comparison was, yeah, it's like sitting on concrete. It was really hard, but this one has a nice bit of give in it. And the pillows are fine. They're average, but hence why I got to use 4 of the bastards. Let's get out and about. You're brave. Good luck. So this is Golders Hill Park, and I'm going to walk through here to Hampstead Underground. Yeah, a little explore. Don't know where I'm going. Just feel it. This looks like a garden of some kind. Some lovely square trees. So the time is, I think, 7:45 maybe. So in the end, I was a bit slow getting out of the hotel. Some dude playing with fish. Oh, he loves fish. They don't love him. Ah. Denied walking over the cool looking bridge. Noted. Hey fella. Oh no, I scared them. I mean you no harm. Let's back away a little. This might be difficult to see, but all the rest of the deer, oh yeah, you can see them, are all hanging around the back. So those first two we saw are the brave ones. Oh, we've got some wallabies. So we've got two here. There's one there too. Wasn't expecting to see wallabies today. Oh, I didn't bank on mud. This doesn't seem to be a way. It's taking me off the path, I think. I do like walking through a wood. Obviously reminds me of home. Reminds me of being a kid. Well, since we've been doing this channel and I've been filming my walks, that was the worst decision yet. Alright. So I ended up going through swampland. Like a new trainers on. And they're hardly waterproof. I think I'm turning left, I think I'm going up, pal. So I've got these, as you can probably hear, I've got my headphones giving me directions, and it's taking me left, it's taking me right, and it took me off the stupid path. And I ended up going through marshlands, and because I'm against the time, I took it on rather than doubling back, which was my mistake. So my feet are soaking. You know, wetness dries. Don't mind that. Don't mind the wet. I just don't want to be dirty. Yeah, so I'm annoyed. I've got cold feet, but I'm hoping the station's around here somewhere so I don't have to search for that. I think I lost a bit of time in there as well, so I probably need to put a shift on to get to the station. So I think I'm going to do that now. Lesson: stick to the paths. Give yourself plenty of time. Don't panic in the woods. Don't follow squirrels. They'll lead you astray. Squelch, 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 squelch. Squelch, 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 squelch. So this place has all manner of cool stuff. You got the Baltimore books by Magnolia. You've got a whole lot of monkey DVDs. You've got Brubaker. Over here, Scene of the Crime, which is one of the first comic books I ever bought, I think. November by Fraction. And if you really want to, you can get some abs. That's right, Japanese barbecue. So it's disappointing that it's closed down. Even more disappointing, it's right next door to the hotel. Man, I could have had some barbecue and walked mere feet. Instead, I've got some pasta that I'm going to cook up myself. That's the good thing about having a hob, is that I feel like I've actually eaten a meal. Usually I'm picking up a sandwich, or I'm picking up a pasty, or worse, I'm just picking up junk. You know, but today I've actually eaten a proper meal. So that walk in the park was an adventure, right? The lesson learned there is don't trust Google Maps when it comes to a park, because it'll just take you as the crow flies. Anyway, the park was pretty cool. It's always nice to kind of get to a park, see some greenery, see some trees, and very unexpected to see wallabies. I knew there was going to be some animals there, but I was expecting it to be lemurs and things like that. And although they were lemurs there, I think they were tucked up in bed. It was still too early for them, so we didn't get to see them. So tonight, I think I'm mostly going to be reading. I've started reading a book called Win by Harlan Coben. So it's a continuation of the Myron Bolitar books. So it's a bit of a spin-off following Win. So I think I'm about 8 chapters down already, so I think I'll work my way through that. Forgive the washing up. That is the best thing in the whole place. That is a Brita filtered water tap thing. That's cool, because anybody who has worked with me over the years will attest to how much I complain about English water, especially the water down south. You know, in Wales, delicious water straight from the tap, all the way down from the mountains or wherever, you know. So having a Brita filter tap in here is awesome, because it means in theory the tea should be awesome. But when you're in London, Brita can only do so much. Yeah, what's going on there? Like 14 different shades of yuck. All packed up, ready to hit the road. Get the bag on my shoulder, and get to the underground, get to work. It's been an okay week though. I think the last couple of weeks have dragged, mainly because of a lack of activity and illness. So getting up and about and doing the bridges walk was really good. And even though I got lost and my feet got soaking wet, doing the walk in the park was really good as well. So as far as the stay in the hotel, I slept like a baby last night. So the good things this week: walk, I was able to cook for myself, I had a good sleep, the shower's very good. I quite like the location, it's a little far out, but I quite like the location. It seems like it's a nice little community. The negatives are probably it's a bit far out, which means that, at the best of times it's taken me probably an hour from work to get here. I think the room has a little bit of wear. There's some peeling on the floor. The curtains are a bit grubby at the bottom. But apart from that, I think it's a nice place. There are some marks on the... I've never actually noticed this before. It's like tape, it's like sellotape on the ceiling. That's pretty weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 doubled up strips of sellotape. Maybe people had trimmings up. They had a Halloween party. And unless I'm seeing them everywhere now. Oh, there's reflections everywhere. Black mirrors. Okay. To work. Livid! Missed my stop on the train. Livid because I managed to get the earlier train, meaning I could get home 35 minutes earlier. And then I couldn't see out the window on the train because it was dark. I was relying on the notifications actually within the train, and they were wrong. So I got off the stop thinking it was mine and it wasn't. So I'm stupid. Not 2 hours ago I posted something called "My dog's stupid." And now I've done something stupider. My dog's not stupid. She's the best. This is Meg. And Meg hates being picked up. And Meg hates being on camera. So she hates this. So say hello and then I'll put you down. That's as good as you're getting. That's as good as you're getting. You met Meg. But she's a cute little thing, right? Oh man, that's all I'm going to get now. If anybody ever messages or leaves comments now, it's going to be more Meg, more Meg, more Meg, less you. And I get it. She's a good one. She's the best dog. So I had a sleep. Tick. And we went for a walk. We walked through the park, got lost, got wet feet, got muddy, and we did some stuff. We went to look at those illuminated bridges and saw that COVID memorial wall, which is still niggling around in my brain a little bit. Yeah, I'll be thinking about that for quite a while. So I know each heart wasn't filled in, but each heart is still representative of a person, and so I think that was quite striking. So, alright, cool, that's me signing off. See you next week. She just wants to leave now. She just wants to leave.